Well, howdy, and welcome to Conversations with Coyotes. My name is Bravado, I am a coyote, and this is The Conversation. I want to make good stuff. I realize that's vague, but it allows for a lot of latitude with regards to what exactly that stuff is, and that's important for me as someone who tends to jump between disciplines and media. But regardless of what specifically the stuff ends up being, it's the good part that I'm truly concerned about. And that's maybe harder still to define, because what really makes something good? Is it whether it's funny, helpful, well-made, sincere, popular? I mean, yeah, ideally all of the above. But it's hard to resist the allure of that last one in particular, because when it comes to qualifying the success of something, there's no metric more convenient than actual metrics. That's maybe an overly pragmatic way to look at things, huh? I know I've said time and time again not to look at numbers, so go ahead and call me a hypocrite if you need to, that's fine. Now that you've gotten it out of your system, let's talk about the creative process. There are a ton of variations of this, so I'm not going to pretend it's original at all, but we can boil it down to 3 steps: inspiration, creation, and feedback. Anytime you make something, especially if you share it online, you'll experience all of these steps. The first 2 are self-explanatory. Inspiration is simply the point at which you have an idea, and creation is the execution of said idea. But today, I specifically want to talk about feedback. It may feel like an oddball inclusion, but the reaction to your project, whether a drawing, photo, video, or whatever, can be critical in defining what you do next. Now, there's a scientific explanation for all this, but I ain't no scientist, so suffice it to say that receiving positive attention for doing something is a good experience that makes you want to keep doing it. Conversely, any criticism might cause you to rethink a project and send you along a different path, unless you enjoy playing the contrarian or your work is fueled by pure uncut spite, which also can be fine. But either way, being able to read the room, as it were, can be invaluable when it comes to approaching new projects if your goal is to create things that people enjoy and respond to. So it's understandably frustrating then when your work is met with little to no reaction at all. Silence. As painful as it might be to receive criticism for something you poured a lot of time and effort into, that can at least generally be translated into something actionable. Silence gives you nothing. No indication of what you did wrong, whether it was poor subject matter, poor execution, poor timing, or some combination of all of the above, and so you don't know what to fix or how. As a result, you end up running circles in your own head trying to figure out whether it's even worth continuing to create, and if so, what? The process is broken and you're adrift. So maybe you decide it's not worth it and disappear from social media for a while simultaneously feeling guilty about your lack of creativity and contribution. And then 8 months pass before you're finally able to muster the motivation to make videos again, but can already feel the process starting to come apart and don't have the confidence or patience to keep blindly forging ahead without some sort of indication that you're on the right path. I don't have an easy solution for this. I can't force people to like my art or even look at it, and I worry that just talking about this comes across as entitled, as though I'm not grateful for the reach or audience that I already have. I am, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all and act like I didn't wish it was bigger. The point is, I can't make anybody do anything, and I need to figure out how to deal with that in a way that doesn't involve giving up completely, because that also hasn't worked out well for me. If you've made it this far, I just hope you won't interpret this as some sort of ploy to get y'all to support me or subscribe or whatever. I just needed to talk about it, and that you're here at all is already pretty great, and I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all later.